Thank you so much. My name is Irene Kagoya, and I work with World Vision. Mine is only a comment and a reflection on this conversation this morning. I think one of the major things that we would need to do as stakeholders to ensure that we leave no one behind is to work on the approach of positive mindset change. This is very important because for many communities,
I think there are some people to be left behind. They are disturbing our microphone.
Thank you. This is because for many communities, it's not that they do not have the capacities, that they do not have the resources to be able to change and improve their well-being, but rather it's because of the mindset that often is holding them behind. And at World Vision, one of the things that we're doing and the approaches we are undertaking is to work with religious leaders, is to work with communities to be able to understand that they can use the resources around them and build and empower themselves economically and socially. So even when we look at government putting mindset change as a critical pillar in the PDM framework.
But the health office is just lacking water. So we'll get into that. Support just for water. And not that they ignored it, but many times you find the water tank was put in and somebody vandalized the tap. Just the tap. So the water is flowing in, it is also flowing out. And these communities on, talking about localization.
Thank you very much. My name is Sam Atul, the mayor of Lira City. I want to thank the organizers for this opportunity and platform. A number of issues that are coming from down, and right now as we speak, it's like we have not too many cooks around PDM. And for us in Africa, when there are too many cooks, then you can be sure what is meant to be Malakwan will now become something else. And now I pray that this could be corrected so that we all move together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, moderator. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rose Otieno. I work with civil society, specifically Center for Conflict Resolution. I just want to re-echo on what the mayor and the moderators just said. For us in peace building, we term that conflict sensitivity. Very often we are trying to do things but without consulting the people we are trying to help. And instead, things become negative. That example of the school is very, very vital. They usually call it white elephants. Mine is a concern, and probably it is to us all, part of which has been also re-echoed by the mayor about the consultation on national issues or even SDGs. As an organization, we have also been working on looking at SDGs. Welcome you all. Allow me to give special recognition to Honorable Mululi Mukasa, Minister for Public Service, Honorable Margaret Muhanga, Minister of State for Health, Honorable Amos Rugolobi, Minister of State in Finance and Church Planning, but also the Minister in charge of African peer review mechanism activities and the African Agenda 2063. Welcome. I work with him closely. I want to also request you, let's clap for our panelists. I will welcome you in details later, but I wanted to make a comment about what Dr. Hisani Elia from Makerere University, representing the Vice Chancellor, about the discussions in the lab and the outcomes. From his explanation, it looked like we as government have not provided space or the platform to have the discussion of the outcomes so that it is incorporated and taken on both by government and private sector, development partners, and the NGO world and the Interreligious Council, all those who are implementing, the local governments. I think I take this up. Once you are ready,
let's have a discussion, invite the relevant authorities, and we can have a discussion. We may not have to come here where we have all these bright lights and the tent, but we have facilities. We have the hall at President's office. What is important is for us to have the platform. So I promise we shall provide the platform so that we continue taking advantage of the outcome of the products from your lab. I commit myself on behalf of government. Then the issue raised by Patricia, I want to do with the nutrition. I want to start that it is very costly and very expensive to have a stunted population, because that means nothing or less can go forward when you have such population. So what does that mean? Actually, after her submission, I kept sharing with Honorable Margaret Muhanga, who is the Minister of State in the Ministry of Health. I said, do you know this girl has challenged us? Where are we when it comes to nutrition? Yes, we have a nutrition project under the office of the Prime Minister and funded by, I think, European Union, but what were we doing in schools does not address what she has raised and does not address what Dr. Mahomes has raised. We are now looking at those in school, but we're also not only messaging, not providing the food. So I was asking her, where are we? I remember we had Mwana Mujimu when me and her were still in school. They are no longer there. What has replaced Mwana Mujimu? Those who don't know Mwana Mujimu, because the one who raised the question is also young, Mwana Mujimu was like a nutrition unit at every health center. When you would take your child to get the health services, then the health worker would lead the mother and the child in that unit to be given what was needed in terms of nutrition to both the mother and the child. But we have realized we didn't replace it. So now this one advises us to go and inform policy on issues to do with health, so that nutrition is part of the health we are providing in our health facilities. We have agreed to take it to the next level as a team, because it is something that we must pay attention to as leaders, but also the children are growing. So if we bring it much later, they would have missed out and will not have the opportunity to bring them back and make sure they take advantage, because time is gone. I want to welcome you. It's time for Team Dr. Albert Byamgisha. That's what I wanted to commit myself on, especially on issues of those two policies. Thank you so much.